Welcome back to Double Fries No Slaw. I'm joined by Tatum Bethune, Florida State linebacker. We're going to talk a little NIL today, try and get some of your perspective on it. But Tatum, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Appreciate you for having me.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you for hanging out. Appreciate you doing this. Appreciate the Battles In, working it with us to get this set up. The good folks, Ingram and them over there. NIL's been crazy, and you transferred to FSU kind of like right in the middle of all this, first year of everything kind of going on and stuff. Like, what has been your biggest, what's been like the coolest thing outside of, being able to capitalize on your name, image, and likeness, but like, what's something that you maybe found out that you didn't know was going to happen with NIL, or just like, what's something like you kind of learned through this whole process?
That's kind of hard. It's a lot of things you learn throughout NIL. Just like being able to like build your brand, especially for a guy like me whose goal is to become a professional football player. And I see those guys all the time, or like an Old Spice commercial, or like just like either a car commercial. And I just see how those guys build their brand. I'm still learning, but like I see it's almost like the same exact thing. So it's just I feel like it's a great experience for me to have now instead of me running into it later while I'm in a NFL and don't know what to do or how to handle things like that. So I
Yeah.
just feel like it's a great experience right now.
Do you feel like it's, 5 years ago, Division I athlete really just had to, manage being an athlete, social life, and schoolwork. Now you've like got to manage NIL on top of that. Do you feel like at times like it is a lot to manage all at once? Like it just kind of adds another thing to your plate?
Nah, I wouldn't say it adds more to my plate. I just feel like I always got to keep football in school first,
Yeah.
and that's what I do right now. And then I just let NIL come to me. I don't really try to overdo my part or try to pursue it as much as you see a lot of guys do. I just try to. I know my main goal is to get a professional. So like, if I do what I have to do, I'm gonna be there regardless. So I just try to keep the main thing, not let the NIL try to take over what my goals are.
Yeah, no, I love that. Talk to me about, when NIL first started, people worried that it would, potentially cause division, or, people would pocket watch or whatever you want to call that, right? Like it might cause
Yeah.
problems. Can you just speak to, I mean, we hear all the time about the culture that Coach Norvell is building. Can you talk about that? Just like how, it does. What I've seen is it seems like guys, for the most part, I know that everything's not perfect. Guys really celebrate each other, and guys really celebrate when they're doing stuff. And I've loved watching Jordan and different people try to work with Coaches Foundation and just a lot of giving back charities like what Dylan was giving and stuff like that. So do you think that's kind of a culture to the testament a testament to the culture there at FSU?
Yeah, I would say that because when I first came in, I had zero NIL deals and this and that. Like even with the guys that been here, they didn't really have a lot going on. So it's like we're all getting it now. It's like we just watching each other win and stuff like that.
No.
I just feel like it's great. Like when you see your best friend do something that he always wanted to do or get something that he always wanted to get. It's that type of feeling. Like I'm just happy for everybody, regardless if this guy is getting more deals than me or I'm getting more deals than him. The guys I hang around, we don't let that type of stuff separate us. And I just feel like again, it's just a good way to put your name out there and show what type of person you are.
Absolutely. So you've been working with the Battles In here for a little bit. I remember the day they announced you and you partnered with them. Recently did an Instagram takeover where you got to run the Instagram for a day, kind of give us a day in the life, some behind the scenes. What are your thoughts on that? You like interacting with the fans? Is that kind of one of the cooler things you get to do? And then you're getting paid for it too. So, no complaints there, but that's kind of a cool way to be able to spread your name, image, and likeness, huh?
Yeah, that was like my first time ever taking over someone's Instagram. So when I first started, I didn't know what to do. I just felt like I needed to post anything, but like I got a hang of it. And then I wasn't expecting a lot of people to react as much as I did see. Like it's almost like every single person that follows the account was reacting and
Yeah.
interacting with the post. So it was a good feeling. Like I never did nothing like that before.
You hear, 80,000 people cheer for you when you get a sack or an interception or whatever, like make a big play, big hit, whatever you got going. but it's got to be a different, like, cool feeling when, like you said, a couple thousand, couple hundred people are reacting to your post or saying that's funny or saying that's cool. They're not. What's to me one of the coolest things about NIL is they're not just fans of you on Saturday, right? 12 Saturdays in the fall.
Yeah.
They could be fans of your regular life on Tuesday, right? You know, like that to me, that's a really cool aspect as well.
Yeah, it's good because you get to know that these people care for you on and off the field, and that's where I transferred to FSU because I knew how passionate the fan base was and the players here. So it's just good to be around.
Yeah. We talked a little bit. You were laughing at our name. For those that don't know, Double Fries No Slaw. Got it after Guthrie's. I'm glad to hear, even though I know you're going in your second year, but we've talked with people that have been on campus for like 3 and 4 years, and they're like, no, I've never had Guthrie's. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, I know Odell has told you about like what is going on here, but if you could pick anyone, and you can't use Guthrie's because that's cheating, but like, what's your food spot in Tally? Like, what's the like this food spot calls you up as like, Tatum, we know you're a big fan of us. We're gonna sign you an NIL deal. Like, what's that food spot?
Does it have to be it's only in Tallahassee?
No, national. Florida State's bro. It could be international. We're going to Ireland. Any food in the world you want.
I'll probably say Hooters.
Hooters. You a big fan of chicken wings?
Yeah, I love wings. That's my favorite food.
Yeah.
I love wings. Either wings or steak.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan.
Wait, let me say, it's a tie out of Hooters and Outback.
Wings and steak. You're set. They got local. Yeah. They got local both. I actually just drove by the Hooters in Tallahassee. So,
but the crazy part is when I go to Outback, I don't order steak. I order wings.
So I haven't had wings in Outback in a long time, dude. I'm telling you, when you name your podcast Double Fries No Slaw, you talk about food a lot. Yeah. But they used to have some like dry. Is it still the dry rub wings? And then they make their ranch. Their ranch is serious, man. Like
I feel like Outback has the best. Either Outback, they have the best wings.
Yeah,
I feel like Outback.
Underrated.
A lot of people look at me crazy.
Underrated wings because everybody gets the steak, everybody gets the fries, the onion.
Yeah,
their wings are good. So, let's talk a little bit about the spring, and then we'll get you out of here, man. I really appreciate your time. All right, let's talk a little bit about the spring, and then let's get you out of here, man. Again, I really, really appreciate your time. Appreciate the Battles In for helping us set this up. About halfway done with spring already. Does it feel like it's flown by, or feel like it's dragging by? What are your thoughts on the spring so far?
It does. It definitely don't feel like it's flown by. It don't even feel like. Yeah, it don't feel like it's halfway through. I feel like we still just started. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Got to take part in the scrimmage last week. Are you excited to be able to play in front of a bunch of people at the spring game? Right? Like, does it feel like almost like a little appetizer for the season?
I said, yeah, I'm excited because I know it's a lot of guys that wanted to showcase what they could bring to the table and how they could help out the team. Like Omar Graham, I know Omar, he took a huge step from where he was last year around this time, and I feel like he's going to be able to help us when the season starts. DeMarco and a lot of guys that transferred in, I know they willing to show the fans and coaches like they here to come and play and help the team win a national championship.
I'll finish up with that. That certainly seems to be the goal. I've seen the Battles End has been hashtagging their tweets with going for it all. How do you keep focus? I mean, that is the team's goal, right? And that is really the goal every season. But for a team that had a lot of success last year and is looking to take that step, how much are you thinking about that? Like, are you the kind of person that thinks about that trophy every single day, or are you just kind of like focused on the day, or is that like driving you behind? Like, what's your mindset? What's your mentality on that?
Yeah, I think about it a lot, but I try not to because I just want to keep, like I said, the main thing. Sometimes when you focus on things that's nowhere near to right now, like you can get sidetracked or distracted instead of what's focused on what's in front of you right now today. So that's what I try to get to the guys on the team because I know we talk about it a lot, and I know it's definitely on everybody's mind a lot. So we're just trying to stay focused.
Yeah,
try to get better every day.
Makes sense. Where can people follow you? What's your Instagram handle? What's your Twitter handle? For fans that maybe aren't already, it should be. Where can people follow you?
Both my Instagram and Twitter handle is TatumX15, TATUMX15.
Cool. Good stuff. Well, man, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking 10 or so minutes and chatting with us tonight. And, man, we wish you the best of luck this year. We're really excited as well. And see you in Tallahassee in a couple weeks, and we'll see you in Orlando to start the year.
All right, see you later. Thank
All
you.
right, man. Go Noles.
Gonna